So to start, we're going to start by making our points. We need 16 of these point shapes. So to start, we're going to use origami paper, which origami paper is a perfect square, which allows you to make the proper shapes. It's also a little bit thinner than normal paper, which makes it easier to fold. There's usually a pattern side and a blank side. Whatever side you want to be the outside of your point is what's going to be on the back when you start folding. So I want mine to be the pattern, so I'm going to have that be the back for now. First, we're going to start by making a blitz base, which to do that, we're going to first fold our paper in half twice. So first we're going to fold it in half this way. And then we're going to turn our paper and fold it in half the other way. Okay, now we're going to open it back up. And then we should have our guide now. That is the point of folding the paper in half both times, so that we have a guide. So we're going to use these two creases to show where we fold these corners in. We're going to fold the corner in, matching this side with this crease and this side with this crease. The point should be in the middle of the paper. And we're going to do this to all four corners. Okay. Now that we have our blitz base, we're going to make the kite or diamond shape. In order to do that, we're going to take and kind of turn it so that it looks kind of like a diamond. And we're going to take this edge and fold it over to this edge. It can be kind of hard because the paper is a little bit thicker, but if you hold one side in place while you fold this paper, it makes it easier. You can start by folding the bottom edge and then work your way up. Okay, now that we have one side, we're going to do the same to this side, folding this edge into the middle. Okay, you'll want to do your best to try to make sure that these edges line up and that this point lines up here. It's okay if it's not perfect, but as long as you kind of try to make it equal, it'll help in the long run. So now we have our kite or diamond shape. See, it looks a little bit like a kite. And then I'm going to flip it over and then take this corner and fold it up. You'll want, I don't know if you can see, but there's a crease here in the center, and then there's this line in the middle. You'll want those to kind of meet so that each side is equal. And you're going to fold it up until these edges meet as well. Okay. And then I'm going to take and fold this shape in half. So keeping it this side up, we're going to fold it in half this way. So you should have these inner flaps and these inner flaps. So that is how we make one of our points. And I've taken the liberty to making the rest of the points for time's sake, but you need a total of 16 of these origami points to make the 16-point origami star. The next step is going to be fitting each of these points together. So there's the two sides, there's the larger flap and the smaller flap. We want to put the edges or the corners into the smaller flap. So fitting one corner into each flap, like this. So that's what it should look like. And then we want to do this with the rest of our shapes. It can be a little bit difficult, but you can take your time. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and put all of the points into each other. I wanted to show you that it's kind of flimsy at this point. So trying to fit each end together can be kind of difficult. So you have to kind of go very slowly and be very gentle and move each piece kind of slowly one at a time until they kind of fit together. In order to help them hold their shape better, you can use tape. So you can use just a small piece of tape on the sides where they join together right there. And you'll want to do this at every junction of the sides, so each point that they connect. If you want it to stay together tightly, you'll want to kind of push it together and then put the tape on. But if you want more of like a spaced out points, you can tape it where there's not as much space between the 2 points. And then you'll want to do that all the way around, and then you'll flip it and do it on the other side as well. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, this is the final of the 16-point star. This is what it looks like on both sides. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.